we'll start the episode by saying I need to buy a new pair of shoes so bad. Like, these are the worst I've ever taken shoes. Why am I touching the bottom of the shoes?
And he's also a germaphobe.
Yeah, that's awful, bro.
Did you just look around for hand sanitizer?
Yeah, I did. I don't have any in here. We're fine. Okay. That's so funny. I think it's funny. We did a podcast. I never posted that one, the creepypasta one. We did a failed episode where, like, I laid in bed under the covers and Tiffany was in the side chair.
Story time.
And then I did like a close-up shot of Sella, Tiffany's friend, where she was just like reading like creepypasta to us. And it was hot as shit in my room. I'm under the covers sweating so hard. And it was like, it's the type of night where you wouldn't even sleep under the covers. And I'm like laying there for like a 45-minute podcast that we didn't even use because it was so horrible. And the stupid creepypasta stories were hella dumb.
Yeah, we just didn't prepare for stories. We didn't look up them up and read them beforehand, see if they were good enough. But it's just terrible. It was a terrible one.
We're still learning this whole podcast thing.
Yes, there's 2 that we haven't dropped. Then. Yeah.
So now there's 2. There's one where it was just like what we were fighting. We were fighting, and we just were like, dude, not having it.
It was like my second day off, Nick. Not a big deal. But yeah.
I think I have it saved as podcast like shit show or something because we never used it.
Yeah.
I need these shoes off, but I'm getting like self-conscious that they're like in the shot. I'm just getting a little uncomfortable.
Are they? Oh, if you put them up?
Yeah, but
I like your socks, man.
Thank you. They're Nike Dry Fits.
All right, I see that. You like tube socks like that?
Yeah, I didn't. Well, I've been wearing all like I like to wear super like colorful and different graphic socks, but
yeah,
I got these.
Yeah, usually I get you tube socks.
Yeah,
but I've never seen you choose your own tube socks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Marissa and I went up to McLeod, and I only had like super thin socks. And it was wintertime. I was like, I kind of want to stop somewhere and buy some like nicer socks because I don't have slippers to walk around her grandparents' house. Because the whole time we kind of figured it was gonna be raining the whole time. Bro, I had a sardine sandwich for lunch.
You had a sardine sandwich, Johnny? Yeah. The fuck else? You got other food out there, man. What are you eating? That's worse than a tuna sandwich, man.
It tasted like a tuna sandwich. Roland and I went to this Vietnamese sandwich shop downtown, and
you paid for it. You didn't just make it.
I was like, yeah, Roland, we could go to that one spot. You could finally show me how to order there because I don't know how to order, but everyone keeps telling me it's good. And we go there, and he was like, all right, I either get this sandwich, this chicken sandwich, or this pork sandwich. Super flavorful, super good. Just trust me. Like, and then I was like, okay. And then I walk over and I don't order either of those. I was like, I'm gonna try the sardine sandwich. I had to show Roland the receipt to prove to him. He was like, he thought I was fucking with him. Yeah. I had to prove to him that I bought it.
I don't think I would think you're fucking with me. I would just be like, your life is sad. Am I far away?
You're good right there.
Yeah,
but
dude, that's gross.
It wasn't bad. It just, I was like, I wouldn't order it again.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
It tastes like a tuna sandwich. It was sardines and tomato sauce.
Oh God.
It wasn't.
That was
bad.
it.
Well, they had like veggies and stuff on it. It was good. I mean, I liked it. But
I'm trying to think. Sardines are those nasty little things you can get out of the
can. The smaller fish, yeah.
Yeah.
But it was all like
shredded.
So it looked like the same consistency as tuna. It was just a different like meat or whatever. But anyways,
even tuna sandwiches. I just don't.
When people put onions and like pickle chops, chopped up pickles, it's hella gross. Goddamn chickles, bro.
Chickles are gross. Yeah. No, man, that sounds gross. How much was that sandwich? Tell me. How much did you pay for your sardine sandwich?
Out the door was like 10 and change. Like 10, 15 or something like that.
I expect $3 or nothing.
Well, right. You're expecting like a 45 cents can of sardines and mustard sauce.
Well, that's what they did.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Profiting the fuck out of it. It was like the one sardine sandwich sold that year.
Oh my God. Speaking about profiting, I was going to tell you earlier is like Barbie and Oppenheimer came out.
Yeah.
And this was, I think they said it's the fourth biggest box office weekend ever, and it's not necessarily the specific movie, but just like as a weekend, this was the highest grossing in those top four. And the only thing that beat it was
Avatar.
No, both. Like Avatar was like overtime highest grossing, but it was both the Avengers, like Infinity War and Endgame, and then Force Awakens, Star Wars. Mm-hmm. But I don't even know the Marvel. I didn't know what the number was, but that was kind of like the overall weekend. But
of what Barbie was?
No, I don't know what the numbers of Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer was like for opening weekend. Barbie was $339 million, and then Oppenheimer, or whatever it is I think half that.
Yeah, like it's because it had half the viewings, it had half the showtimes. Yeah. If you went in there,
really? Because it's 3 hours long.
Yeah, you go in there. Like I was trying to buy tickets the day before, and I was trying to find tickets anywhere.
Two different movie theaters. Why don't they do that?
I don't know.
If it's a higher paying film,
you don't
have just one roll of film there.
No,
do they?
They had it showing in different theater rooms, but maybe it was. I mean, I didn't think about it being like because it's 3 hours, but it had like, dude, the movie. Every single theater had like 5 to 8 showings for Oppenheimer, but for Barbie had 10 to 15 or more. It was just like the crazy numbers of possible showtimes when Oppenheimer had next to nothing. So of course it was all sold out, which by the way, I got, Carlos has tickets and I'm seeing the true IMAX like film projector in August. But
when are you going to see Barbie?
Soon. Hopefully I want to see it this weekend or something.
Yeah.
I definitely want to see it. I've heard like too many good things about it.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm actually like sexist or like massage. How do you say that word?
Misogynistic.
Massage therapist.
Yeah, when you're not one and you do it, it's bad.
Yeah. No, I don't. I think, and I love Greta Gerwig though. She's the shit.
She's the shit.
Oh my god.
She's so great. She's so fucking great.
Yeah, and I like her. Seeing all like these super right leaning people like not vibing with it, and it was like, for what, dude? It's a movie. Carlos did Barbenheimer, and he liked it a lot, but and I was talking about like the controversy of it. He's like, yeah, but the type of guy that doesn't like Barbie isn't going to be there to watch it. Well, I was saying how cool it was that everyone kind of came together and dressed up, and it's like the most I've ever seen people dress up for a movie. He was like, yeah, but all you have to wear is pink. I was like, yeah, but that means everyone's included. Yeah. You know how accessible that is for everyone to feel included on something?
That is true. When we went, I didn't wear pink, but I wore blue, and then Stella wore pink, and then everybody else at the movie theater wore pink. It was crazy. Yeah. And then you just see, even like driving down, if you pass a movie theater, everyone's wearing pink, going in, coming out. Everyone, even working by a movie theater at where I work.
Think about everyone.
Like everyone was in pink.
Think about everyone right now that was in that has like all those collectors Barbie dolls. Mm-hmm. I wonder what those are worth now.
Yeah, definitely brought the spike back. Interest.
But yeah, you didn't care for Oppenheimer too much? You don't have to go too in detail.
No, I'm not gonna go too in detail because I can't. I can't recall.
You're like, I couldn't tell you why I don't like it.
Remember when I was trying to tell you? I was trying to tell you like some guy in the movie, and I was like, I know him from somewhere. I couldn't even tell you what scene, what he was doing. I was like, I don't know what it was. It just didn't pull my interest, and it was
a complex, character-driven film.
It was, but it was also like, I don't know. The cutscenes pissed me off.
I loved it. Oh God, I'm so sorry.
It was just like, I don't know. It was just like, I don't know. I can't hate on it too much because it really was good, and there wasn't an actor in it that didn't pull it off.
Well, you can see it for being like an extremely high quality movie that really hit the mark, but it's not the type of movie that you would watch.
Exactly.
Okay. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Bro,
have you seen the memes of like, there was like a meme and it's Danny DeVito and he's sitting in a movie theater and it shows like the zooming in on him and he's like, and it's saying watching Florence Pugh giving that Sloppenheimer in the theaters.
Oh shit! Oh, that's fucking funny. Yeah, she was cute in the movie. Crazy. But cute.
It blew my mind. Everyone in the theater was like, you could kind of hear like everyone like so confused. No one, I think that's Christopher Nolan's first nudity.
Really?
I don't remember ever seeing nudity in one of his films. I was thinking maybe The Prestige.
Yeah,
but I can't remember.
I didn't expect it. Especially, I didn't really anticipate to see her boobies. Just like, all right, Barbie, your time to shine. Come on, work.
Oh my God.
Just kidding.
No, what's it called? Yeah, and I found out that Florence is one of Marissa's girl crushes too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so she enjoyed that scene.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What was that?
I don't know. There was a noise, y'all.
We're in some random garage. Nah, it was cool. I don't know. It just wasn't my cup of tea.
It is what it is. I mean, okay. No, what I was gonna say is, did you know that the girl that voiced Lilo in Lilo and Stitch was the girl the actress that played the girl in the ring?
Yeah.
You knew that?
Yeah, I saw a meme a couple weeks back.
God damn it! If we would have had this podcast when I wrote that, we'd have been ahead of the fucking curve, dude. God damn it.
Yeah, isn't that bizarre? Same energies.
Honestly, fucking that, like, the ring is an alternate universe where like Nani threw her into a fucking well because she was so annoyed with her.
Oh my God. Ah, shit. Yeah. Oh my God, that fucking
Yeah,
movie's so
Disney
great.
can't hide that with a freaking change in the animation of a goddamn wash machine.
Yeah.
Turns out it was a well, bitch.
Yeah, literally. It's kind of weird that they changed it. But I get it.
Everything's changing, dude. Honestly, I've changed. I was thinking about that the other day because I saw this person in, like, it was like, I don't know if it was a Ford or Chevy truck, but it was like, you know, the 4 doors, biggest cab you can get, long bed with the dually. And I remember there was an old ad on the TV when we were younger, and it was saying like where the garage door comes down and it like smashes over the bed because it doesn't fit in the garage, like, because of how big it was. And I remember we're like, oh yeah, I want that. If I get a truck, it's gonna have a long bed and it's gonna be dually and the big cab and all this stuff. And it was like, I was like, nowadays I'm like, give me the exact opposite, like
BMW.
the smallest. No, like truck wise, like a short bed and all this stuff. And I was thinking about like
still.
how much I've changed and how maybe I'm like less American now because I don't want all that.
I think you're just more sure of yourself, John.
Yeah, I needed some big flashy thing, and now I couldn't care less. Yeah,
you're just more sure of yourself, and not saying that people who have big trucks aren't. I'm just saying, could definitely be an interest, but also mask, you know, of some kind.
Yeah. But yeah, I was thinking, like, I was literally in traffic. I was like, am I less American now? Am I less of a America guy? Because I don't want
a big vroom vroom.
Yeah, I don't want the biggest thing I could fucking get.
Oh God. I mean, you're still American because you're thinking that way, you know.
Oh my God, yeah, that's funny. I wanted to segue really quick because I've been thinking about, like, what do you? I don't know.
This fucking mango is so good,
dude. Yeah,
so good.
Electrolyte mango. Fire, dude.
That?
Yeah, bro.
It's limited edition though, so.
Yeah, but the limited edition guava has been there for like 2 years now.
Oh no shit! The guava is limited.
Yeah, it's had the limited edition for hell long.
Well, if they take mango first, I'm like complaining. I'm gonna send a complaint.
Yeah,
that mango is the best one I've ever had.
Yeah,
and every other one I've like, nah, that's okay. I guess I'll drink it. You know, it's good enough to drink it.
I like the guava a lot.
Sorry, go on.
No, you're good. I was just thinking about I don't know. I don't know what Starbucks does to their drinks, or like really most coffee places versus if I'm to have coffee at home, because I had an espresso. We've been talking about this, and I wanted to talk more about it on the podcast, just because if I have a coffee pot at home now. I used to have an espresso, don't have that no more. So it's like you do the standard just coffee. God damn, dude. You used to do coffee.
So bright.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
I thought I was gonna be fine.
No, you've acclimated with the sunglasses, dude. if I make coffee, just standard coffee at home, I'll get anxious as shit, like super empty anxiety, I call it. I can't handle anything. I'll do like a cup and I'm dying. And like you have the same thing, but I could drink like a super big black coffee from Starbucks and not have the same results. And I don't understand why that is, or if it's relatable. I didn't think it was relatable until you said something. But what do you think is different about it?
Well, I think, I think espresso shots are different than regular coffee,
well,
like a pot of coffee. But because I was gonna say, I think it's only different because, anxiety wise, the big cup of coffee, I feel like it's like, not saying it has more caffeine in it, but it might. And espresso shots might not. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I think I mixed them up.
No, you're good. No, well, here's the thing though. The drink I get at Starbucks is
you get a free pour.
No, well, I get
it's like cold brew coffee.
Basically, well, they brew coffee normally like a normal coffee, and then they just let it cool.
Yeah.
And then they put over ice. So it's standard. It's regular coffee. Well, maybe it's the ice thing. I also learned sugar counteracts caffeine somehow for me. So
it's like a latte.
If I had creamer, if I just drink regular black coffee at home, crazy anxiety. Yeah. But I can mitigate it with like creamer, like sugary creamer. And now we're like getting into the placebo. Now it's like maybe I'm in my head about it. But not necessarily because I don't even think about it. It's not, unless it's subconscious, like I'll just get fucking anxious as shit.
Well, I didn't have coffee today. And normally, what?
You're going to say, I was still anxious.
No, I wasn't like still, I mean, I'm always anxious in a way, you know. There's always always that feeling of somewhat of anxiety, whether it be something I don't know about, that's like kind of something more in general, or like I have to wake up today and do this, I have to do this, like more of like essential things that give me anxiety that I have to make the deadline to do it, or it could be from nothing where I'm just like overthinking stuff. But like when I have coffee, it definitely amplifies it. But then like today I didn't have coffee and it wasn't super bad, but I also can't tell if I'm just as awake as I would be with coffee. You know what I mean? And it's like when I have like the pot of coffee, especially from like, if I get it from you, I have a cup of it. I can't even drink the whole thing because I get fucking anxious.
Maybe I should try a different coffee brand.
Maybe. What do you drink?
Early riser, I think I have right now. But maybe they wash their beans in a chemical.
Do you do medium roast? That's what I meant. Sorry. Like, do you
either
do
medium or light roast?
Do light.
Well, I usually do medium or light. Did you know that like
it's the same?
It's all the same. I mean, well, the more like the darker it is, like people think that generally it's less caffeine or more caffeine, but it's not. Usually, it's just they cooked it longer. So
it has a harsher taste.
Yeah.
Right.
Which I don't like that smoky taste.
Yeah, I guess I just realized that too. Yeah, I don't like that either. I don't know, man.
I'm a sucker for a good light roast.
You used to work at a coffee shop.
No, I know.
Did you not learn anything?
I did.
Like, well, yeah, but I mean, no, like the differences.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if this cheap coffee has like because they do chemical washes at times, and sometimes when they're batching it and blending it. So I'm wondering if maybe that's what's making me anxious, or something. Also, I'm wondering if, I mean, maybe I just need to switch to a lighter roast or something. But yeah, I was gonna say I love because I would get super extra about coffee. Like I had a single origin, like Ethiopian that I liked a lot. Single origin, generally Ethiopian is the most like
Did that make you
flavorful.
Anxious?
No, but I think all it does is amplify what's going on inside. So if I'm doing good, I'm doing really good. If I'm anxious even slightly, I'm really fucking anxious. It's like the superhero serum on like Captain America. It's like amplifies the type of man. So that's what coffee does. It just amplifies whatever I'm feeling inside. So if I'm like motivated and like ready to go, like that's a good day when I drink coffee. Although, motherfucker, bro, I have to fucking calm myself down now. I've had to, as you grow up, you learn these things you have to do. as a person to be content or things to help you. And I notice that if I'm driving somewhere or doing something and I'm drinking coffee and I'm listening to a good song, I start getting really excited and I'm like, I start feeling like my everything rise. I now recognize when those happen and I take a couple deep breaths and I stop myself from feeling good, because the highest highs have the lowest lows. Like I will always come down, because you think about, I learned on a podcast, your dopamine is a base level. And then when you have things that spike it, it always has the reverse effect. So if you go all the way up here, you're going to go all the way down here. Mm-hmm. So I've been learning that I have these crazy drops and like I get hella like low. Like if my morning's really good, I'll have a super low evening. And so now I've learned that I have to like not feel great.
I do that a lot too. Especially with like, I didn't mean to cut you off, but good. It's definitely the same exact experience for sure. Do you ever get those big highs when you're with people, especially like family or friends or whatever, and you're just like,
not anymore. And
not like a super high, like, and you're like, this is awesome, and then like when it's done, you're just like pissed for no reason.
No, not anymore. I used to always. Now it's generally alone.
So yeah, that's sad, bro.
I shouldn't say alone.
Probably shouldn't say anything. Fuck, I was waiting. Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Oh shit.
But anxiety sucks. No, I've been supplementing for my anxiety, and it's been going really good. I've been doing like magnesium glycate or something like that, mixed with a like a daily magnesium vitamin with
magnesium's really good for you.
Yeah, and then with vitamin D.
Sel's mom was trying to make me take them,
bro.
And I was just, I mean, it was nice of her, and she bought one for Sella and me on the trip for Cancun, I think. But I don't took any.
Here's the thing.
But I hear they're really good for you guys.
Here's the thing. I watched a guy on TikTok, and he was like, I've had anxiety my entire life. And I just had a buddy reach out and say, hey, you should try just supplementing this magnesium glycate, whatever. And then for it to work, you have to take that with a vitamin D. Helps with like the activation or some shit. I don't know. And he's like, I don't have anxiety anymore. He's like, I've had anxiety for all 30 years of my life, and it's just not there anymore. And he had like suffered from like the same ruminating thoughts you can't escape and like the crazy anxiety. And I've been on it now for a week or two. And I have a cognitive, like, I don't know if it's placebo or not. And I really couldn't care less if it is or not. Actually, maybe I've only been, about 2 weeks, I think. Yeah, 2 weeks. And I don't know if it's placebo or not, but I feel a lot better. And for some reason, the thoughts that would give me like an 8 on like the anxiety reaction or like the fight or flight where I get like the adrenaline and cortisol, whatever. Yeah. It's like, now it's like a 2. And it's like, I don't know if it's placebo, and it's not necessarily that I'm even like thinking like, I wonder if the pills are working. The pills are probably working right now. It's more so me reflecting over the day. I'm like, oh wow, I had a pretty good day. I wasn't tripping about anything. I didn't even think about the stuff that normally, like, if things slow down, I think about.
I don't think that's anything with placebo in the slightest. I mean, especially with the anxiety, it's hard to fool it, and it's hard to fool yourself. I mean, we've all been there where it's like we have anxiety and it's like you try to do mind over matter, fucking doesn't work, Yeah. And you're like, hey, okay, I know I'm anxious. Can I get through this? And it's like, yeah, you could probably focus better if you do that, but the feeling doesn't go away. Mm-hmm. I don't think it'd be placebo. I think you're actually not having anxiety build up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know I'm not giving anyone advice to do it, like telling them, because I don't do any of that medical stuff, and I'm not a geologist, but honestly,
that's what you're doing.
That's what I'm doing, and it's helping me.
Yeah.
And you can get all of it on the Amazon. So
sick.
Get it and try it. Cause, I mean, what's it going to help? I mean, what's it going to hurt? There's like huge benefits for supplementing these things in general.
In general, yeah.
So, and it was crazy because the bottles you
Talking
get.
About anxiety, I got anxious.
Dude, it was like it's like $15 for each bottle, and they have like 300 something things in there. So it's like you're paying like $30 a year for these vitamins.
Shit.
I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer just to try if it's not. I mean, it's super simple.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I really like what you said. It's like you can't fool your anxiety. And I was thinking about. I was talking to Roland about it today, but the way I've been thinking is. The way my therapist explained it to me was when you get anxious, you have to kind of find a way to. You just have to like recognize that you're anxious and then be like, don't reassure yourself. Don't think about the reassuring thoughts. Don't think like, oh no, it's okay because of this. Like, no, just
accept it.
You just have to be like, we're anxious today.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're anxious. And then pretty soon, like sooner than you think, generally you'll get to a point where the things that your mind thinks you're supposed to be afraid of won't, because you've just accepted it so much that it's like, oh, that's not something that we need to be afraid of. I mean, mainly we're all just dealing, or like, you know, like dealing the repercussions of childhood, like defense mechanisms, right? So the things that are triggering us, it's like, it's like a childhood trauma that manifested into like a defense mechanism that's like festered and changed over the last like 20 something years or whatever.
Yeah.
And then now we're like dealing with it and it makes no sense. And it's like, you're like, what are you doing? And your anxiety is like, I have no idea what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Like, but whatever that is, I'm fucking scared of it.
Yeah, I'm fucking terrified. Dude, it's honestly so bullshit. It's so bullshit.
It's not the business. And I left feeling anxious about things, and I started to get like angry about it. Like I started getting so mad, like frustrated that I'm anxious and I'm dealing with it. Yeah. And then now that I've like my anxiety's lessened a lot, I've seen like, cause you have like, if you have anxiety, it masks, it's at the top of this like hill or this pyramid of things, but it masks everything. It puts a cloak over everything. You don't even feel anything else because that's overpowering everything. And once you start slipping that away, you start recognizing the other things going on. Mm-hmm. Like I was like, as soon as that left, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember I used to always have like anger issues or like get really frustrated so easy with things and get mad. And then now I'm not anxious anymore, and it's like I'm getting frustrated and mad at things instead of scared of things, and I'm like, what the fuck is this, dude?
Pure rage.
And it's funny that this happened because I had a thing written down in the notes, because I remember thinking, like, before I even started like taking these like vitamins and before like therapy, I was like, man, I wish I was just like the people going to meetings for anger issues. I was like, I wish I was just angry at things rather than I don't want to be fucking anxious. And I was going to ask you, I was like, would you rather have anger issues or anxiety issues? And then now the more I think about it, it's anxiety. I'd rather have anxiety because that's all internal and I won't lash out to people. But like
even with I didn't mean to interrupt, but even with anxiety, I lash out because I can't handle some things and I'll get so overwhelmed. And that, I mean, it's the same thing, but anger is definitely towards people. Yeah. You know, when you're angry, it definitely gets to other people. And it's like, you could lash out when you're anxious, but then it's like,
it's not the same.
It's not the same.
Because people know it's because you're anxious.
They feel it. They see it. You know, it's hard to not show.
It's too strong of a word, but it's almost like out of desperation where you're like, please fucking stop. Yeah. Rather than
literally.
You better fucking stop. You know?
Yeah.
Like that's not relationship ending.
Being
like,
angry
is
a threat.
Yeah. And there was never anyone in our childhood with anger issues. So there's no reason for me to hate anger issues, but I fucking can't stand that. And it's just like the fact that it's there, like I'm like, why would I even ask that question? Or it really shows me that was like grass is greener. I was just so tired of feeling this way that if I felt the extreme in a different emotion, it would be better. And I realized that no extreme in any, it would be great. And no one's better, because that's all like in the extreme in any direction is not great. Even the extreme in happiness is not great. Mm-hmm. It's kind of an interesting thought.
Yeah. I mean, that's why it's like, especially with the idea of like any feeling being too much is too much. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and like, so say it wasn't anger issues, and say like, say you were just happy all the fucking time. Mm-hmm. And it was like, at some point, are you pushing it? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Well, that's also going to get people to fucking... It's going to push people out of your lives. No one wants to be around a super happy person all the time. I sure as fuck don't.
No.
Because
it would just piss me off.
It pisses me off, and it like has a poor reflection on myself because I'm like, these motherfuckers happy. Why am I not happy like this motherfucker? You know? So I've been listening... I know we've talked about... I've been listening a lot to Duncan Trussell, and I don't know. I've been thinking about reading a lot more or listening to a lot more books about like on spirituality and like Buddhism, because there's a lot of things that resonate within the ideals of that I want to explore, which I think is really interesting, because if I would have said like, I would have never said that out loud like 5 years ago. I think about looking into spirituality and Buddhism.
Yeah. Well, even when we started talking about more spiritual stuff, it was like a couple years ago, you know, it just kind of, you were like, I don't know. And then it was like, oh, I don't know. It's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. It's
piqued your interest.
Yeah, it's definitely piqued my interest. So I'm going to follow that nice. Rabbit hole for a bit, I think. But
Tell me what you find.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Dude, the trailer for the new Exorcist looks so good.
I haven't seen it. I don't know, but it was like kind of dark in my room the other night, and I went on YouTube on my TV.
And you saw
it was just this huge ad of fucking exorcism, and I was like,
you saw the kid, bro.
Like scroll down. Don't
scare
me like that.
I'm gonna see it, and I don't say that about scary movies often, but there's something about it.
Really?
And it always happens. The same thing happened with what was it, like Conjuring 3 that we went seeing or something like that. There was something about the trailer that I was like, I need to see that. It looks really good.
The Devil, what was it? Oh, Conjuring 3 with the British girl?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because we saw it in theaters.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing the trailer and I wanted to see it, as well as...
Did you get scared from Conjuring 3? It wasn't that bad.
No.
Right? Yeah.
I learned now that I don't really get scared for scary movies like I used to. I just watch it.
Anxiety's kind of gone.
The anxiety's getting better.
And the imagination's ceasing.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say the imagination. I still enjoy it, right?
Well, like the dark where it's like, you're not going to be up in the middle of the night being like,
no.
You know?
I'd be watching these movies in the middle of the night.
Yeah, you wake up and you're like, I'm fine.
People thought it was crazy that when I told them I got my wisdom teeth removed and I was having a hard time watching things, I would watch 5-10 minutes of a movie and turn it off because nothing was piquing my interest. Yeah. And I was so bored. I just wanted to get up and do stuff, but like my mouth was all messed up and it was still bleeding. Yeah. And so it was like 11 or 11:30 at night, and I was just looking through stuff, and I saw on the streaming, it was Hereditary, and I hadn't seen that yet. And so I was like, yo, let's see what it's about. And then it was just hella good. I watched it all by myself. People were like, so by yourself at like 11 something at night, you started it? I was like, yeah. Yeah. And it was pretty good. I think it added to the ambiance.
Yeah. It does. It always does.
Which is crazy because I watched that and felt fine in my room. But there were times where I was just watching Criminal Minds in my room and I'm like hella on edge.
Yo, I think we've talked about this before, but Ghost Whisperer needed to chill a little. That shit would be scaring me more because like Supernatural would have these mirror moments where I'd be like,
mirror moments. Episode like 3 with like the Bloody Mary was the scariest one. The mirror moment.
Where they're like the mirror one, yeah, where they go to that old like
mirror shop.
Yeah. Was it that one?
Yeah.
Or
well,
something?
Yeah.
They snuck in, whatever. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But yeah, like like these small little moments where like I could handfully tell you like on my hand like the small little scenes I did. Ghost Whisperer, sometimes I'd be watching it in my room. I'd have to turn it off. I'd be getting spooked the fuck out. And it's like, I saw this one part in Ghost Whisperer. I love, like, I mean, I'm sure you like this, is when you see a mic come down or you see some people in the back or whatever. It's like, it's kind of like, you fucked up. Editor sucks or something, like some stupid thing. Melinda was getting in the car and she like closed the door, and in the side mirror you see this guy with this huge camera just standing in it, and it was just like, okay. It was like this huge mirror, and it was just like and I was just like, that's not spooky.
Generally, you're like, like the fridge scenes where like a fridge will close, there's someone standing there, and you're like, the mirror's gonna be someone. You're like, wait, what?
I was like, what about was too. I swear, I need to find it. I need to show you what I'm talking about because it is so funny. But yeah, it's like, yeah, I get that. And like, I love watching scary movies at night. It's the best time to watch it. So, and Hereditary is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like you're fucking like, what the fuck's happening? Like the whole time.
Yeah,
like
it's
you're
very...
like, what is this? And then within the last 20 minutes, you're like, oh.
It was a brutal movie.
Oh gosh, yeah, it's brutal. You watch Midsommar yet?
Not yet, no. No, but I heard that person that made those two movies just made another scary movie, and I heard it was trash. What was the movie that he just came out? What's the scary movie that just came out?
That hand thing where you talk to...
No, not that. There's something else.
Oh no, but there's a new Insidious. You see that?
No, I haven't seen that. No.
No,
I saw that there was. Yeah. I saw that.
I don't think it's out yet. It's not out yet.
Insidious 5 is out.
Insidious 5's been out?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Roland went and saw it already.
How long ago?
I don't know.
It's probably out. It's probably done. That sucks. I want to go see it. I don't know what else. What other scary movie? Yeah, the only thing I can think of is that, like, I don't even know. I just keep seeing this hand everywhere. It's like you can talk to spirits, or like a spirit comes in your body or something. I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know, but
it was dumb.
Apparently,
it was getting bad reviews.
No, I mean it was like, it was slotted to be like a super good movie. What the fuck was it?
You see the full trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's?
No, is people stoked?
Yeah.
Are you stoked?
I'm excited to see it. Josh Hutcherson is in it. He's like the main guy. He's like a dad in it, man. He's old enough to be a dad in a movie.
That's really weird to think about.
Yeah. Long way from Terabithia.
Oh, you know what? I could just look up the director from that movie.
There we go.
Yeah, because this is killing me. I wanted to set it up. I was going to set up to where we were going to like both react to the music video of Jason Aldean, try that in a small town and like laugh at it and stuff because it's super trendy. But it didn't even seem worth our time to even watch it because it was CMT like pulled it from like their like rotation of things because it was like
too...
I don't know, just too much or something. I don't know. I don't really know.
Yeah, I keep seeing that as like a trend, or like people are like dancing to it or something on TikTok.
Oh, it's not even out now. Sorry, this has been out for a while. I'm sorry. It's Beau is Afraid, that movie with Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh.
Yeah, apparently it was trash. So,
who is the casting agent?
I don't know.
Who are these people?
Bunch of unknowns. Bro, I'm sweating like a whore in church, dude. It's getting a bit warm in here. My last little thing I kind of want to talk about, which I was thinking about, is like close friends on Instagram is really weird. And I didn't know for the longest time.
Close friends, like those little messages that they type in the thing?
No, the notes. Hate that.
Hate the notes.
Hate that. I block everyone that posts. Yeah. I'll do mute notes. So there's never any notes on my thing. It's so annoying, but that's not what I'm getting to. I feel like a boomer, dude. That I'm like, ugh, get out of here, dude.
It's just everything's changing. Stop changing my app.
Yeah, dude,
that's what I want.
It's not needed, dude. Let me turn it off. It's so whack.
It's the same thing with like Snapchat. Take away my AI. Don't know why that's here.
Yeah, I keep renaming it, and then it doesn't like its name. It's like, that's not my name. I'm like, it's your name now.
Yeah. The other day, I sent us, and like Cella's always at the top, so I took a photo of me and Archie, my dog, and I took a photo, like a really quick photo, and sent it to Cella, who I thought, and then I realized it was my AI I sent it to, and I was like, fuck. And then I replied and was like, oh, how sweet. how long have you had your cat?
Oh my
and
God.
I said, fuck off. And then it said something like, I'm sorry to upset you. Is there anything I can do to help? I said, yeah, fuck off. And then I don't know what it replied. But
yeah.
It's just like, my cat, if you're going to be an AI, at least be fucking smart.
Well, they're getting there, dude. AI is everywhere now. But yeah, no, so like the close friends, like for stories. So like when they have like the green button, the green circle.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I thought it was like like you would post a story and it would guess like your most interacted people. And then I had to like learn like well after, it wasn't very recently, but well after it was a thing that people chose you to be on that list. And then I'm on like some people's like close friends. I'm like, I haven't talked to you in years. Why am I on your close friends list? Why am I seeing like, and then like nobody posting anything different that I would think that would go on a close friend. So that's confusing.
Well, you got to think also, it's like some people will just go through, click all or something, and then delete like their parents, like their family members.
That's true.
There. And it's like,
that's just doing hella much. Just don't post on your goddamn story.
Well, yeah, but you also get the same thing with Snapchat. And it's like...
Well, you could just mute them from seeing your story. Like, they just means they can't see your shit.
Either way, it's like, if you're going to hide something from somebody on social media, you probably shouldn't have them on there.
Yeah.
First place.
Yeah.
Second of all...
And you're on social media. You're not actually hiding it.
It's such a stupid thing to add because it's like, if you have a... Like, so say I have a social media. I do. But, like, I don't post much. Mm-hmm. But if I posted and I only wanted 5 to 6 people to see it, why not send it to them?
Yeah, just send it to them directly.
Just send it to them directly.
I was thinking
what's the issue with that guy?
If we flip the script and we like make
Johnny, I look so pale right now. I'm not about it.
Don't worry, I'll change that.
Make me look really tan.
Yeah.
Okay?
And like flip the script on it, and like what if it's like a power move, like you set up your close friends but you just like choose one person at random and you post the craziest things, like just hella like racist stuff or like super just weird stuff, but like it's just one person. They're like, what the fuck is wrong with and you're just messing with them and they don't know that like they're the only person to see it. And then I was like also taking it a step further. I was telling Marissa, I was like, bro, you're gonna be my only close friend.
Call her bro.
Well, sometimes I don't know. I was like, babe, I'm just gonna add you onto my close friends, but it's just gonna be you. But I'm gonna post straight nudes on my Instagram, and that's gonna be like our little spicy like it's just like see it
Johnny,
like, in
that's
the
a
app.
button away from fucking up big time.
That's what adds to the craziness.
Fuck.
It's one button away.
Yeah.
It's one button away from this podcast and never existing anymore.
Gotta be canceled.
Oh my god.
Why?
I'm good. We just bantered, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed that.
I'm not picking my nose. I'm moving my hoop.
But she's going to pick her nose later, probably.
I
moved
my hoop to pick my nose.
That makes more sense. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.
Thanks, y'all.